Is everything proceeding as planned, Hychondrius? Lord Archimonde demands a report on the Scourge.
The Lich King's young Death Knight has been performing well. Almost too well. I begin to wonder if Ner'zhul has ulterior motives for his new champion.
The human means nothing in the long run. Ner'zhul wouldn't dare undermine our efforts now.
Our only concern is that the Scourge accomplishes what it was created to do. Archimonde will have all our heads if we do not keep control of this situation.
Believe me, brother. Neither the Lich King nor his undead lackeys will jeopardize the Legion's return.
See that they do not. Lord Archimonde has little patience for failure.
Ah, wondrous, eternal Quel'Thalas. I haven't been here since I was a boy.
Be wary. The elves likely wait in ambush.
The frail elves do not concern me, Necromancer. Our forces are strengthened with every foe we slay.
Don't be too overconfident, Death Knight. The elves must not be taken lightly.
We shall see. Bring forth the prisoner. Where is the entrance to your land, elf?
You will never enter Quel'Thalas, Fallen Prince. The woods themselves protect our borders, and the enchanted elf gates protect our capital.
Your precious gates will not stop me any more than these trees, little elf. Bring up the meat wagons. We'll make our own entrance.
The energies of this place are strong. Kill the elves, level their structures. This location is perfect for your base.
It'll be a pleasure.
The undead are advancing. Alert the sentries.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
This better be good.
No one orders me around. For the Lich King. Speak, fool. Faithless coward.
My life for Ner'zhul. My fate is sealed.
You will know endless torment. You will know endless torment. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Thy bidding, Master.
This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
You are not welcome here. I am Sylvanas Windrunner, Ranger General of Silvermoon. I advise you to turn back now.
It is you who should turn back, Sylvanas. Death itself has come to your land.
Do your worst. The Elf Gate to the Inner Kingdom is protected by our most powerful enchantments. You shall not pass.
Ah, at last. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it.
Is complete.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
I bow to your will. I gladly obey. Yes, Master. My fate is sealed. Yes, Master. We demand additional will. Intriguing. Summoning is complete.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers.
I bow to your will. May only some will be done. Ground. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. I gladly obey. Summoning is complete. I gladly obey. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Thy bidding, Master. Thy will be done.
No one orders me around. What is it now?
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. My life for Ner'zhul. Summoning is complete. More gold is required.
Speak, fool.
More gold is required. The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King. Research complete. Upgrade complete. I wish only to serve. Where shall my blood be spilled? Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Tread lightly.
I wish only to serve.
Research
My fate
complete.
is sealed. Yes, Master.
What is it now?
This better be good. Upgrade complete.
No one orders me around.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Upgrade complete.
What does the shadow will? As the shadow wills.
The restless dead await.
For the Lich King.
Intriguing. Research complete.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last.
Research complete.
Must be.
Find Sylvanas. The undead advance.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Hello?
Tread lightly.
Hello?
What is it now?
Can I help you?
No one orders me around.
Take your time. Look around.
Tread
Hello?
lightly. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
Take your time. Look around.
Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. I'll make sure you suffer. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The dead shall serve.
No one orders me around.
The restless dead await.
Finally.
The dead shall serve.
Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Your pain shall be legendary. Finally.
I wish only to serve. My fate is sealed. Yes, Master.
Finally. Tread lightly. What is it now?
Can I help you?
The damned stand ready.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. No one orders me around.
Thy bidding, Master.
No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
I bow to your will.
Ah, at last. Speak, fool.
The dead shall serve.
Frostmourne hungers.
Where shall my blood be spilled? I cannot summon there.
I gladly obey.
Thy bidding, master.
Ah, at last.
I bow to your will. Thy will be done.
Frostmourne hungers.
Summoning is complete.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
This better be good.
This is more like it.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Summoning is complete.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Summoning is complete.
Ah, at last. This is more like it. Speak, fool.
I wish only to serve. I gladly obey.
Hello.
Tread lightly.
Take your time. Look around.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Ah, at last.
My life for Ner'zhul.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Our gold mine is nearly empty.
This is more like it.
The restless dead await.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Summoning is complete. I gladly obey. I gladly obey. Thy will be done. Yes, Master. My fate is sealed. My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete. 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 Summoning is complete.
Ah, at last.
Summoning is complete.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
It is the traitorous human prince! Run for your lives!
This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally.
Our gold mine has
No one
collapsed.
orders me around. Ah, at last.
Upgrade complete.
This is more like
Where
it.
shall my blood be spilled? I gladly obey. Thy will be done.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Summoning is complete.
This is more like it. Finally.
Must feed.
I wish only to serve. Thy will be done.
Ah, at last. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
At last. Finally. Now, Frostmourne. Ah, at last.
I wish only to serve. Yes, Master. I gladly obey. I cannot summon there. Thy will be done.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
My life for Ner'zhul. Thy will be done.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Summoning is complete.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Thy bidding, Master. Where shall my blood be spilled? May only summon my fate is sealed.
Finally.
Our town is under attack.
Ah,
My life
last.
for Ner'zhul. I gladly obey.
This is more like it. This is more like it. This is more like it.
My life for Ner'zhul.
Our forces are under attack.
My fate is sealed. I gladly obey. Summoning is complete. Yes, Master. May only thy will be done. Ground. My fate is sealed.
Finally.
Summoning is complete.
Ah, at last.
Summoning
Frostmourne
is
hungers.
complete.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Finally. This is more like it.
Summoning is complete.
Ah, at last.
Lord Arthas, the creatures of the forest are also resisting our invasion.
Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Finally. Faithless coward. I bow to your will. I cannot summon there. Thy will be done. I gladly obey. Ah, at last.
Summoning
at
is
last.
complete. Upgrade complete.
Thy bidding, master. Yes, master. My fate is sealed.
Summoning is complete.
Finally.
Summoning is complete.
Summoning is complete. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. No one orders me around. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like
Upgrade
it.
complete.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. What is it now?
The restless dead await.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last.
Our forces are under attack.
Summoning is complete. Finally. I bow to your will.
This better be good.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
I wish only to serve.
Finally.
Where shall my blood be spilled? My life for Ner'zhul. Thy will be done. I gladly obey. Yes, master.
No one orders me around. Finally, we've reached the Elf Gate. Press the attack. Let none survive.
Summon the reinforcements. We must hold them back.
I wish only to serve. My fate is sealed. I bow to your will. Yes, Master.
This is more like it.
I wish only to serve. My fate is sealed. Thy will be done. I gladly obey. I gladly obey.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The dead shall serve.
This is more like it. At last.
My life for Ner'zhul.
Finally.
Thy bidding, Master.
No one orders me around.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Summoning is complete. Yes, Master. Thy will be done. My fate is sealed. I cannot summon there. My fate is sealed. Yes, Master.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
I bow to your will. Summoning is complete. 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 I gladly obey. Where shall my blood be spilled? Thy will be done. I cannot summon there.
At last.
I wish only to serve.
Finally. At last.
Upgrade complete.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last.
My life for Ner'zhul. I gladly obey.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
My fate is sealed. Speak, fool. Thy bidding, master.
Summoning is complete.
This is more like it. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
I wish only to serve.
Ah, at last. Tread lightly.
Summoning is complete.
Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Upgrade complete.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Upgrade complete.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Ah, at last. This is more like it. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Our forces are under attack.
Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. For the Lich King.
Our forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
This is more like it. At last. I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
The restless dead await.
This is more like it. At last. Your pain shall be legendary. You will know endless torment. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead shall serve.
Finally.
Faithless coward.
This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
At last.
Our forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
My life for Ner'zhul. Thy will be done.
Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Our town is under attack.
This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. For the Lich King. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Ah, at last.
Our gold mine is nearly empty.
This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now?
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Must feel it.
At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Ah, at last. Finally. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. campaign shall be legendary. At last.
Fall back to the second gate. Fall back!
The elf gate has fallen. Onward, my warriors. Onward to victory.